Hi everyone, this is Mariana from Sparkles and Stars, and today I'm going to talk about how I experienced Korea in Korea. So the first thing I think everyone may think about first is the language itself. So for example, if you don't speak Korean, you may think if you can enjoy your time there fully and in a really carefree manner. Well, I must say that definitely. For the first time when I traveled to Korea, I spoke absolutely no Korean at all. And to be honest, I was a bit worried about this because I thought that was the first country I traveled where I literally couldn't talk with the natives, or I thought if I asked something no one will understand, because obviously I couldn't speak in Korean at all. But I must say that was an absolutely brilliant experience. So you absolutely don't need to worry about speaking about Korean or not, because it's so convenient. Everything is written in English as well. So it's really easy to navigate, and especially if you go to Seoul or Busan or the big cities, you will definitely find someone who can speak English and they will help you a lot. But I've traveled to smaller cities as well, to the countryside as well, and literally I had no problem with this at all. So people speak English, and even if they think their English is not so great, they will try to help you. Or, you know, if there's some elderly people, they will quickly pick some young person or a student around them, and everyone will help you. So you absolutely don't have to worry about the language barrier. Most probably you will use public transportation like metro or trains or buses. So the announcements are in different languages as well. So as I can remember, in English definitely, then Chinese, Japanese, and maybe some other languages. So you don't have to worry about that at all. And even if you are in the country and you take the buses, maybe not every stop will have an English announcement, but at the major tourist sites, definitely there's an English announcement as well. So you can't get lost, and yeah, it's really easy to navigate. I mentioned that it's really easy to communicate with people, even if you don't speak Korean. However, if you can speak a little bit, even if it's a tiny little bit, I really highly recommend to try communicate with the Korean people, because they are absolutely lovely and they are really happy to talk with you. And there could be some really funny situations, because obviously you would like to use your Korean, so you will like to, you know, see how much you are able to survive with your Korean, even if it's just a tiny little bit. But they would like to use their English. So I countlessly had encounters with Korean people when, you know, I try to speak Korean, try to show off my tiny little Korean, and they wanted to show off their English. So I was like saying things in Korean and they were responding in English. And you know, I just realized that after the conversation, and also when you start using your Korean, you know, that's when they think, wow, you can speak. And you know, they praise you how good your Korean is, even though it's like basic. But then sometimes they start speaking in Korean and really quickly, and you know, Julia's like, oh my god, what was that? What did you say? So yeah, but I think that it's a really good experience, even though sometimes you feel that, oh my god, I can't really understand what they are telling me. love and hate relationship when I'm thinking of Korea are stairs. Literally, you can find stairs everywhere in Korea. And obviously, Korea is a mountainous country. So if you want to go up somewhere, you need to climb stairs. But the amount of stairs you need to climb, it's like unbelievable. So it doesn't matter if it's in the mountains, in big cities, in remote places. If you want to go somewhere, if you want to reach a nice spot, you have to climb myriads of stairs. So obviously it's worth the effort because the view is just wonderful, and otherwise you can't do that. But I was always wondering, how can Korean people be so fit? And that's the answer. So climbing stairs, and even the elderly ladies, they climb stairs like teenagers. They don't have any problems with that. And even when I was halfway through, I was like, oh my god, I'm dying, I couldn't breathe. And they were like smiling and sometimes laughing at us because they could see our struggles. So stairs are everywhere. So that's if you go for a week trip to Korea, there's gonna be a week fitness program as well. For me, Korea means, or the trip to Korea means my annual recharge. So I always say that that's sort of my Zen time in Korea. I can really feel relaxed there. So after the crazy busy year, when I traveled to Korea during springtime, I could really immerse in the beauty of nature, the beauty of historic sites and palaces, or just simply walk around in the parks, enjoy the beautiful sea of flowers. So if it's springtime, it's cherry blossom time, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Wherever you go, there are beautiful flowers everywhere, on the trees, on the ground. So literally, if it's like a lake or a river, there's a literally sea of flowers everywhere. So absolutely love it. It recharges me and gives some energy for the next year. So that's why it's such a pity that I couldn't visit Korea for 2 years now, because where's my recharge source? You may heard about that it might be a bit difficult to explore restaurants, Korean restaurants, especially the traditional ones, if you travel on your own. But I must tell you that I've tried both. So I traveled solo, I traveled with my friend, I even visited my Korean friend, and still, I had absolutely no problems to, eat in a Korean restaurant. So, and especially nowadays, it's not just only couple treatment or couple food. Clearly in cafes, sometimes the portions could be huge or too big for one person. But you don't have to eat the whole, although you might want to eat the whole portion because they are absolutely gorgeous, really delicious. So don't worry about traveling solo, because it's absolutely not a problem. Another incredible thing in Korea is the toilets. Seriously, I've never seen another country where you could have public toilets everywhere, literally everywhere. Top of the mountains, in remote places in Korea, on the seashore, In caves, every single place you can find public toilets. And toilets, clean toilets with soap and paper and every possible thing imaginable, you can find them. If you need a toilet in the metro, you will have one. I know it's not okay. I don't know how public toilets are in your country, but I usually experience some ugly, awful conditions. And even if everything seems to be okay and clean, then there's the smell, and that's absolutely non-existent in Korea. So toilets in Seoul, for example, and the metros are like that you can find in hotels. Seriously, they are spacious. There are loads of space to just sit down while you're waiting for someone who is in, or you're waiting for your turn. There are mirrors, tiny little places where you can put your stuff there. So it's like literally a 5-star experience. And if you think about toilets and how clean they are, the streets in Korea are really clean as well. You have to get used to the fact that you can hardly ever find bins in the streets. So you really need to carry your litter or rubbish with you. And maybe that's why people think where they eat their sandwiches or food, and maybe that's why because they have these facilities even in convenience stores that you can have your meal there and throw the rubbish in the store into the bins. You most probably don't need them in the streets. So yeah, that's a challenge to find bins in Korea. However, the streets are absolutely clean. So I don't know how they do that, but well done. You may know already that I'm quite a big foodie and I absolutely love Korean food. So when I visited Korea, I tried to try as many food as possible. And it might sound weird, but the easiest way to start exploring food is the convenience stores. They are literally everywhere, and you can literally find everything there. So it's really amazing how those tiny little stores could store everything. So you can literally find everything there. So that's where I tried the sandwiches, the desserts, and some most probably that there are some facilities there where you can even prepare your own food that you bought there. So that was really a lovely experience. If we are on the track of convenience stores and buying food, my ultimate favorite thing is banana milk. I literally can't imagine my trip in Korea without having them, and I literally have them every single day, minimum once. So I absolutely love it. So if you haven't tried it, and if you will travel to Korea, that is the thing that you definitely must try it. So I've already told you how much I love banana milk. It's absolutely amazing. And I also told you to try as many Korean food as possible. Now I would like to tell you something though. You might be aware, or you may be cautious of the thing that the food in Korea, some food in Korea might be, or most probably will be, spicier than the food you've tried in your own country. And this is especially true for some of the meals you can try in street vendors. So, and that's what I've done. And you know, I really like tteokbokki. And when I buy them in London, they're really nice. It doesn't matter if it's pre-cooked or you order them from restaurants. They have a really nice orangish color, and I really like them. My spice tolerance is quite low, so I find tteokbokki a bit spicy in London. But they have nothing to do with the real ones in Korea. I wanted to try it in Busan first. They looked absolutely gorgeous, and I picked one, a really lovely old lady. She was selling absolutely gorgeous looking tteokbokki. It was like deep red, beautiful. So I thought, oh my god, this is mouth-watering, so let's try this one. And wow, so I can't even describe the spiciness of it. So I went for a small portion, and about 1/3 of it I thought, no, I literally can't go on. It was so extremely spicy that, you know, I really felt sick after a while. And, you know, I was like sweating, I was like changing from pale to red, from red to pale, and she was like laughing. She was really lovely. You know, she told me I don't have to finish it because she can see how much I'm struggling with. And, but you know, so that experience really worth a lot, because the redder the meal is, most probably the spicier it is. But you know, even after an hour, I was like still, you know, feeling like a dragon breathing fire. So I think that day I've had the most ice cream of my whole life, because, you know, I just had to put off that absolutely burning feeling in my mouth. And I've just mentioned what I really like about Korean food. Now there's one thing I really can't put my mind on, and that is bread. So why bread should be sweet? No, seriously, I was really shocked. And you know, for 1 or 2 days it was sort of a funny experience. It's something new and unique. But you know, after the 4th or 5th day, you literally craving for some salty bread. And when even garlic bread is sugary, and you know, I'm not saying sweet, it's sugary, so it's covered with sugar, I was like, no, pizza rolls are sweet. Tiny cheese squares are sweet. So you know, that's quite a challenge to find bread which tastes bread, so which salty. So yeah, maybe if you go for bigger supermarkets, you may find proper bread. I mean proper but Western style bread. Okay, so be careful and then be mindful of that you may need to have a little bit of hunt for proper bread. I had several encounters, really nice encounters with Korean people. For example, I was stopped in Jeonju by a really lovely elderly man. He was just riding his bike and, you know, just stopped, and we were chatting a little bit. And it turned out that he visited Budapest, Hungary before. So I was like, oh my god. Or in Koja, we visited the bamboo forest with my friend, and there were some absolutely lovely elderly ladies, lovely ajumas, and they were telling us some stories about the bamboos about history. They were showing tiny little things that you most probably wouldn't notice by yourself. And when they were at a really nice picnic area, they were singing to us. They even shared some, snacks with us. So you could really feel that you were part of their group. So yeah, that was absolutely a brilliant experience. And when I say that it's really easy to talk with Korean people, I mean, for example, they approach you. So if they can see that you are lost, they try to help you. Or, if you just reach out to them and, try to ask something, they will definitely help you.